Hey, what's up my friends? As promised here, today in this video we're going to go over how to calculate the current month supply of inventory and what that actually means for home values, whether it's an indicator that they're going up, going down, how quickly things are going up, going down, and we'll also cover how to identify whether or not we're actually in a bubble. A lot of people ask that question all the time, think we're in a bubble. There's really only one way to answer that question. We'll get into it. Hope everyone's having an amazing week. I know everyone's busy, so let's just go ahead and jump right in here. The first thing, and this is important to remember, is that a 4-month supply of inventory is a normal market. It means prices are just gradually increasing just to keep pace with inflation. I mean, you're talking about home values going up, say, 2% a year. That's pretty normal. That's a 4-month supply of inventory. Then you have your 6-month supply of inventory, which would be a level market, perfectly balanced market. You're not going to see any price movement one way or another. And at an 8-month supply, you're actually going to see more of a supply than demand, which is going to put pressure slightly on home values to go down, probably a couple percent over the course of a year. Then you also have, say, at a 10 to 12 month supply of inventory, that's a hot buyer's market. That's where you're going to see prices going down at a higher rate than normal. And then on the flip side, you have, say, a 2-month supply of inventory, which would be a hot seller's market. That's putting pressure on prices to go up at a higher rate than normal because there's not enough supply for the demand. And sellers have the upper hand. And when you hear it's a seller's market, it means that they have the upper hand in negotiating. They can get that higher price as home prices go up. There we go. So just kind of a recap there. 4-month supply is normal. 6-month supply is balanced. 8-month supply is a normal decline. 12-month supply is a little more serious decline. Like there's probably something within the economy causing something took place that's causing that something drastic to happen. Same with the 2-month supply of inventory. And sometimes it could just be the market trying to balance itself back out after like a serious increase or a serious decline. Okay, so now how do we calculate that number to get the current month supply of inventory? It's pretty simple, guys. All you do is take the active listings, the total amount of active listings on the market, and then find out how many listings have closed in the last 30 days, and then you divide the little number into the big number. How many times does that little number go into the big number? I pulled these numbers here for yesterday so we could run through them. I feel like it makes it a little easier when you can kind of see it. These numbers are from yesterday, August 29, 2018. I wanted to go ahead and get this video ready and make sure I had it for everybody. So this is from yesterday, August 29, 2018. There were currently 15,935 homes on the market. So that's one of the numbers we need to calculate this. So here we have how many homes sold in the last 30 days, which would be 7,768. And now we divide the little number into the big number. So in this case here, it'd be 15,935 divided by 7,768, and that is going to give you your current month supply of inventory. Sorry for my scribbling there. And as of yesterday, that number is 2.05 months. So we are currently at a 2.2-month supply of inventory. So based on what we just discussed briefly there, that means that we are in a hot seller's market. Prices are increasing at a higher rate than normal. The big question we get on that is when are they going to come down? Are we in a bubble? They've been going up for a few years at about a 2-month supply of inventory. We're going to go into a little graph here I have so you guys can see it. I think it's the best way to explain how to really identify whether we're in a bubble or not. I mean, really, you would just look at normal appreciation over the last 100 years or however long, and then look at median home values and put the graphs right next to each other, and you can really kind of see what it actually means if we're really just correcting or if we are way over the line of inflation. It's a huge indicator to find out where we are. So let's go ahead and take a look at that graph here. Okay, so here's a graph that shows the median home values in the United States along with the normal historic appreciation, normal historic inflation. So that's the blue. The actual home values are in the yellow. Here you can kind of see in 2000, 2001, prices were keeping up the inflation. Then in 2002, 2003, 2004 to 2006, you could tell there was a lower month supply of inventory because prices were going up at a faster rate than normal. So looking at this, say if you were looking to purchase in 2006 and then you started to see that the current month supply of inventory started to increase, that might be a little sketchy time to buy, being so far above normal appreciation. And you can actually see, as the market was declining, people weren't too confident in the market. It actually overcorrected itself in 2009, 2010 to 2012 even. That would have been a great time to buy because we were below normal appreciation, normal inflation. Then you can see even in 2013, 2014, 2015, we're going up at a pretty good rate, but it's really just to kind of catch up, to balance out. We're actually at a pretty balanced market today. But hopefully this graph that shows like the last period where we did have that bubble and the decline kind of gives you a better idea of what that actually looks like. So as long as you're around that point, home values are near that normal appreciation, that normal inflation rate, it's a pretty solid time to buy. Alright, so hopefully all that makes sense, and you can see that using this general rule of thumb of current month supply of inventory, you can tell which way prices are going. Alright, and then keep in mind too, in all my videos going forward, I am going to post the current month supply of inventory. That way you can go ahead and stay on top of the market. The videos should be coming out every 2 weeks, so you'll be able to keep pretty good tabs if you just follow along. And you could actually break this down even further into counties, cities, zip codes, neighborhoods. You can take the active number of listings in Gilbert, how many homes have sold in Gilbert in the last 30 days, and put the little number to the big number. It's pretty important to do that because sometimes there are cities like, say, Goodyear, where there's a lot of new builds, not too many people, there's not much of a demand to move out there. They could be at like an 8-month supply of inventory, while surrounding cities are at a 2-month supply of inventory. And just in general, when the market seems hot, it might make you feel like you need to go ahead and throw a higher offer price in there or jump on something, move faster than normal. But really, it's a buyer's market where you should have the upper hand in negotiating. So it's pretty important to take it to that next level and break it down to really understand where you're at. And that's important when you're looking at buying a home. Also, if you're selling a home, you use this to make sure, if prices are declining, you don't want to go ahead and price it above, or you're going to end up chasing the market all the way down as you keep doing price reductions as the market goes down. Same thing if the market's going up, you don't want to price at the same recent comps because prices have gone up. So it's 2 months supply of inventory, you need to buy, price it a little ahead of the comp. If you guys wanted me to break something down by city or anything like that, feel free to shoot me an email, shoot me a text, give me a call anytime. I'd be happy to get that data for you and supply you with that information. You'll notice if you do break down most of the cities right now, they're going to be at about a 2-month supply of inventory. I think it's time to put a bow on this one. In the next video, we're going to go over how important it is to choose the right lender. It could be the difference of thousands of dollars in your pocket. It could also be, interest rates really a lot cheaper with one lender than the other. You could be looking at the same monthly payment but have a pre-qual for $300,000 over here and $290,000 over here. If your monthly payment's the same, wouldn't you rather be shopping for a $300,000 house than be limited to $290,000? At the end of the day, your monthly payment's all that really matters. So we'll go over more of that in the next video, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.